Hi friends, Linda here from my fancy homestead. Guess what we're gonna be doing today? We're gonna be taking out this bathroom. We have already taken out the bathroom behind it. So the layout is basically there used to be one big room here. Like that, so you can see it, right? Then somehow someone divided it in two. So this is this side, and then they divided this side in half again, so they made two tiny bathrooms here. That one that's behind the wall already out, and it was an ordeal. Let me show you. This used to be over the bed wardrobe, like built in, you know, like where the bed slots in, and where this hole is, it used to be a cabinet door, like a wardrobe door that goes into a bathroom. It's not very well built, as you can see. It's built out of the scraps of whatever was left behind, I think, and they just mushed it all together. Not very well, by the way. When we were taking the wardrobe out, it came off, the wool was coming off. Mark was pulling the wardrobe out and I was pushing it, and then the wool just started going as well, and I was like, no, wait, the wool's going with you, stop. Because I didn't know how well it was attached. Can you see the hole in the roof through the ivy? I can see the hole through the roof through the ivy that's outside of the window. And this is just pure genius, right? I mean, wouldn't you build your house like this? You could open and put some stuff in there, but yeah, pure genius. This bathroom is so tiny, and then when we started taking cabinets off, you can see what's behind and what condition the house is actually like. It feels like it was just like, I don't really care. I'm gonna put the cabinets here, it will hold, and I don't care what's behind it. Yeah, my poor house. Some of these patches here have been fixed with cement. It feels that the wool, the plaster had fallen off, and you can kind of see the cement render, which is not great for lime built buildings. Is it now? The two don't mix. I am sorry for mold drawing things on the walls, but enjoy while it lasts. This is one of the reasons why we want to take everything out and nothing can stay in here. There are no original features left anyways. I don't think anything's original. Even the floor here has been lifted and you can see that it's subflooring. Well, downstairs it's really nice wooden floor. So we are thinking about reclaiming some planks from some other buildings or from scrapyard and just putting a flooring in here as well. I don't know where the original floorboards went, but I want them back. I can't get the originals, but I can get some. Did you like the bath that's been chiseled into the wall? If the bath doesn't fit, of course, chisel the wall so it can fit, right? That's the point of building. There was so much mold behind the toilet, behind the cistern. Hopefully there's not going to be so much here, but then this bathroom has been paneled with pine planks, so it's going to be a lot harder to pull all of it out. Besides, it looks like it has had massive leaks around, and you can see it on the floor, and all of the chipboard is saturated with stuff, and I don't even want to think about what's going on everywhere, okay? This was actually the bathroom that was smelling of dead things, so hopefully I am not gonna find anything that's dead. It doesn't smell like it anymore, so maybe it is fine. Who knows? You know. But yeah, today's idea. Take out the bath, take out the toilet and the sink and all of the stuff from the walls, and then see what's going on with the wall behind me. That one. That one. Okay, let's start. I got myself a dungarees that I could work in and that don't lift up on your back when you bend down, because that is the most annoying thing in the world. When you're working and you bend down, or you figure out that all of your back is open and it's cold. It's cold in this house, so we don't like it. I don't know how bodybuilders do it. Oh, my back. Oh. I'll stop ranting and we are just gonna start, okay? I do not know why, but the other bathrooms don't look this bad on the floor. Maybe it's because the other bathrooms have wooden boards that don't absorb as much gunk and liquid as chipboard. What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe? The house was cleared up pretty well and there were not that many items left. It feels like there had been a cleaning service or someone's just packed everything up and then they left. But they have missed some bits. In one of the attics there was a full attic of books and bits and model trains. If anyone wants model trains, please let me know, okay? I have like 2 boxes worth of stuff. And the books were from 1700s. Like the oldest one I have found is 1732, sermons for household management for women. I've read a little bit and it's hilarious. It's one of the chapters is how to manage your husband if he gambles. That's such a timeless subject, right? So when the house was cleaned out, no one lived here for some years. We have talked with our neighbors and no one can really attest to how many years this property has been empty. It ranges from 15 to 5. So I think no one has lived here for between 15 and 5 years. And then apparently some people just lived downstairs. Some people have lived just a couple of days and then moved out and moved back in and been around for a bit. But while the property has been empty, it has been thoroughly vandalized and there's been a lot of people around who have done things and smashed things, and like railings in the staircase are missing and like some bits have been smashed, windows are smashed. You have seen all of that, right? Yeah. This bathroom was quite hard to take out because due to the humidity and the house being abandoned, all of the screws have been rusted like so bad that I had to like WD-40 drills, smacking them with a hammer from time to time. I know it doesn't look like it, but with the power of editing, you can make it look like it's so easy instead of just sitting there for about 15 minutes, smacking one screw and trying to get it unstuck so you can take it out of the wall. When I was taking all of the carpet grippers out of all of the house, I did not do this room because this room smelled of dead things and I just didn't want to come in here at all. But now it doesn't smell anymore and the toilet's off and I don't need to like lean underneath the toilet, which felt really weird at the time. Oh, the stains. And who puts carpets into the bathrooms? Do you have a carpet in your bathroom, or do you just have a bath mat that just sits there so you can wash it anytime something spills on it? by something spills on it, I mean, you know what I mean. I myself am a big supporter of bath mats because of the washing ability instead of the carpet in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't understand the 70s obsession with having a carpeted bathrooms. It just feels yucky to me now. Another complaint that I have about Britain, or here, where I live now, is that there are two taps, one for hot, one for cold water. And in Latvia, where I'm from, we have one. And then you can mix the water in the tap, so you could turn more of a hot on and the water will become hotter in the tap, but it's not scalding. Is it that you're supposed to plug the sink for washing your hands every time and then fill the basin with water to wash your hands? I think I find that very wasteful for water. And then you need a plug. Oh, too much work. So watch this space, and I'm gonna have a single plug, single tap, not plug, tap, for all of the water bits. And we're just gonna do it together. Does anyone want a sink? I have 7 sinks thus far, please. What would I do with 7 sinks? Do I just let them go to recycling center, or do I just repurpose them, or do something else with them? The same way I have 7 baths. Well, not 7 baths, I have 4 baths. What would you do with 4 baths? I am leaning towards making a wildlife pond out of a bath. What do you think? Don't look at the cigarette butts. Think about the wildlife ponds, okay? Don't think that the cigarette butts were behind the sink underneath the carpet inlay. It's fine, no worries. Keep thinking about wildlife ponds, okay? Staying on the track of doing up the garden. How would you transfer bath into a wildlife pond? Would you sink it in the ground and then lay it with plastic so it doesn't seep out, or would you just plug the hole with something that's not toxic and then just fill the bath? Which way? Let me know, okay? Decisions. Tough on my own. I need you. I am very tired. Whew. I just have sat down for a bit. So what we have done thus far is we have taken out the toilet and we have taken out the sink. I have taken out the carpet grippers as well, because there used to be a carpet here, and I do not know how wet that thing must have been to leave watermarks on the plywood that's underneath, that's acting as a floor. It must have been soggy and soaked with whatever. Disgusting. Carpet grippers were completely covered in black mold, so I have taken those out as well. It is insane. There were cigarette butts under the carpet underlay strip that was left behind the sink, like, you know, the leg of the sink and the carpet underlay. There was a little like bit left, and there were cigarette butts, 3 of them, just underneath it, which is, if you have a carpet in the bathroom, why would you smoke and then put your cigarette butts behind the sink? Maybe they were hiding it, I don't know. But that just screams potential fire, right? For me it screams, I don't care if the house burns down. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys was, I wanted to take this off. Do you think this is still good? The top, the plastic is so brittle. It's so old. How long does the liquid vitamin E facial toner last, huh? Yeah, it was hidden behind it. I need to take these shelves down. And then I need to take that shower down and that little rail, whatever it is. Oh, it's probably for the shampoos and bits. And then we're gonna take the bath out. I will need help from Mark though, because the bath is gonna be awkward. We just took the other one down and it was a weird juggling match with how to get it down the stairs and how to turn the corners with the bath. This window is actually exactly the same as the window next door, except that this one hasn't been grown shut by ivy, so it's a lot lighter. That one is completely black. So if I close the door, this is how light it should be, right? But in that one, it's pitch black, seriously. So this wallpaper is exactly the same as the wallpaper next door. So it proves that this was one massive room together before the bathrooms were put in. Because it's been ripped off, but there's a little bit of remnants of the little stylized mushroom wallpaper. Yay! So proof it was one massive room. Another thing I'm not so sure about is that I can see insulation underneath the bath. So either we had insulation underneath the bath, or we have had rat problems and it built a nest underneath the bath. Which one is it gonna be? Or the third one? They just shoved it there for storage purposes? I am actually lacking shelves and storage capabilities in a cottage, so I am super happy about these shelves and I am gonna repurpose them and reuse them in the little cottage that I live in. They can hold so much still, right? Because the corners are kind of awkward, especially like on top of the toilet where you have not much room and you can't put anything square there. These things, amazing. I was thinking about buying... Ooh, this echoes so much. Is this better? This is better, right? I was thinking about buying curtain... I was thinking about buying a towel rack. We could just steal one. This is the one that's gonna go in a cottage. I'm gonna gently take it off the wall and reinstall it back because the one in the cottage broke. It was very brittle. So this one's made out of wood, so it's gonna be a good towel rack for the bathroom. Shower's out. It was a pain to take it off because it was just, it felt like it was glued to the wall. Yeah. Next thing, bath. You're coming along. I am repurposing a lot of things in here. I think that is a really good thing to do, right? Second-hand items. Instead of buying them, you just pilfer them from the other house and then reinstall them into the cottage. The one issue with the cottage we have had is that we do not know where the wires are going. If they go horizontally, diagonally, vertically, we don't know. So we need to be very careful where we drill in the walls. We are getting ready for smashy time. I kept wondering to myself if this bath is gonna be cut into the wall as well, while having this end like normal. But thankfully this bath was a lot better. It wasn't cut in, it was just screwed in underneath everything else. It's, yeah, I don't know. Is this normal way of building things and just taking them out? Please let me know, okay? There was so much silicone in this place. Seriously. Silicone on the walls, silicone on the bath, silicone in the bath. I'm exaggerating now, but it felt like there was a silicone everywhere. Someone's gone really, really crazy about it, and it was holding everything together because it just makes it all stick so bad. I'm still a bit salty about it. Don't mind me. I'm so sorry. I took about half an hour's break because we want to be kind to ourselves. And now we're gonna start on the bath. I need to unscrew all of the little widgets underneath the bath, so I need to be very close to the dirty, dirty floor. Yuck. The more I work in here, the less bothered I am about all of the grime everywhere. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you need to put up with. I may not show you the undignified footage of me being underneath the bath with my legs sticking out, literally. Just trying to reach all of the little screws at the back of the bath, where it's been tied down into the screwed down into the floor. Whoever installed these baths must have been a contortionist to be able to get underneath the bath and screw all of the bolts shut and then tighten them as well. I had trouble, and I am very short, and I have very short fingers, but I had trouble getting into the position to actually do all of these things. So praise to the previous installer. Well done. I'm a demolition gremlin now. I hit myself on the finger. Ow. I have gone a bit crazy around the edge here. That is because what they have done is they have used silicone to seal in the bath, and then they have tiled over the silicone, so you can never really pull out the bath without destroying the tiles, because they're just sitting there. The bath is sitting in the silicone and then the tiles are on top. Yeah. Hopefully now we can move the bath out. We can have enough. And they had screwed the bath into the wall as well. One screw behind the tiles, and I think the other screw is going to be behind the wooden paneling thing. So I'm going to use a screwdriver to chisel my way in. Say goodbye to the paneling. Lovely paneling. I'm so sorry. Okay. I am not a builder, but I have just been thinking, shouldn't there be some kind of vapor barrier in between insulation and the bathroom? You know, like the tiles or things like that underneath? Or is this normal? Is this normal? Just to put straight in into the insulation? You know, like panels and then the wooden sub wall. Stud wall, that's the word I'm looking for, stud wall. Took the paneling off everywhere else, and you can see where the old door was. This is gonna be fun to uncover. Let's do this. Hyping myself up because, I mean, Mark's not here. I hope you don't mind my antics, but well, this is me. I'm so sorry. You can watch me struggle with the bath on my own. It's not that bad. It's fine. I have made this room into such a tip. I'm so bad. But at least I have gotten the paneling down, and behind some of the panels there was a little bit of mold, and you want all of that stuff out of the house, because once the mold is there, it will always be there, and I am trying to get this to be okay. Am I not strong? Look, I'm doing push-ups. No, it's not push-ups. I'm doing a press with one hand, a full bath. Don't look that it's fiberglass and it's super light. I am super strong, yeah! I am very, very tired, I'm so sorry. I'll take it out of there and it's gonna go for a walk. You could tell that it's afternoon, right? The light is not really coming in through here anymore. Now it's coming through the west windows. Yeah. I don't have any south-facing windows except for one bathroom downstairs and the kitchen. Yay! South-facing kitchen windows. So happy! But I'm really, really happy about this. What do you think? I asked Mark to get me bin bags and he's gotten me a mask as well, because I was like, insulation! We need to take this out! I guess I will need to wash these clothes anyways, right? Who likes insulation? It's nice to keep the house warm, but it's not nice when you need to take it down. But at least this wool is real stud wool. Yay! I don't know about this one though. On the other side it is made out of wardrobe panels. Not plasterboard or anything like that, no, wardrobe panels. So at least this one is reasonably okay. I'll mask up and let's start demolishing this, okay? Question: do bathrooms need specific type of plasterboard, by the way? Because this thing is like normal plasterboard and it's grey. I have read somewhere that the bathrooms need like the green one or the blue one. There's a specific plasterboard, right? I am not imagining things, right? Maybe. No, I'm not. I remember my mum remodeling our house and she had a specific plasterboard for bathroom. So yeah, this is not up to code, I think. But then what is in this house up to code, right? It's fine. Oh look, no insulation around the pipes. It's fine. It's fine. By the way, do you see the burn marks around the pipe? It looks like when they welded the pipe, they did it with the plasterboard in the background and didn't exclude it, or yeah, the paper's burnt. It's just another thing. Last bit, just to take all of the insulation out and then we are done for today. And here you can see how well I am messing up my shoulder. By the way, it still hurts. I tried to climb up on one of the studs in the stud wall to reach the top, and I slipped, and because I'm hypermobile, I dislocated my shoulder really badly. Yeah, don't do this, kids, okay? Don't do this at home. But because I'm hypermobile, I'm always in pain, so I always have dislocated something, so I'm just getting used to it. Highly medicated all the time. By that I mean I always have ibuprofen and paracetamol in my bag, so if my friends are in pain, they always come, and I always give them painkillers because I always have some. I look like a Grinch with lines. I am gonna finish for tonight. I have done the insulation. Tomorrow we're gonna take that side off and take the stud wall off, and then we are gonna be done! 2 bathrooms taken out. Yay! Super happy about this. Okay, I'm gonna go and have a shower. We're meeting friends tonight. Bye!